How you doing, everybody? Welcome back. Wanted to do a quick video on something that I kind of came across just a day or two ago. I was recording a train video, railfan video for my other YouTube channel, Titan Train Spotter, and I was using my OM5 Mark II to do the video because I like its cinematic profiles. The lens, I thought I was going to be smart and put a super zoom or an all-in-one type lens on it. This is the 14 to 150 Mark II, not a pro lens. They do call it a premium lens. It's weather sealed. It's solid lens. Nice wide zoom range. I thought, I'll be able to get close-ups and do it all with one lens. Maybe a little bit of laziness came in there. And it was awful. It was absolutely awful. So the lens is not parfocal, meaning, what does that mean? I've heard the phrase before and never really paid any attention to it because I never thought I needed to know, but I do need to know now, I guess, because this has happened. The lens, when you're recording and you zoom, it does not maintain focus during the zoom. It essentially loses focus and then has to regain the focus when you're done with the zoom. I'm going to show you an example here on the computer screen, but it's an awful way to record video. Before we go to the screen, let me share with you, for Olympus shooters or OM system shooters, I know there's not a lot of people that use video or use OM system for video, but in case you do, that's the brand we're talking about here. The 12 to 40 f2.8 Pro, I've got on here, it's a kit lens, but a pro lens that comes with one of their higher grade cameras, maybe an OM1 Mark II or something like that. And it is not technically parfocal, but it behaves parfocally, it says. So you can use it for video and zoom at the same time. The Olympus 40-150 f4 to f5.6 is often reported to hold focus well throughout the entire zoom range, even though it's technically varifocal. The Olympus 12 to 100 f4 Pro is also technically varifocal, but it often holds focus well enough for video work. They've cited a Chris Bateson, I believe, YouTube video there showing an example of that, if you want to look that up. Lenses that are not parfocal for Olympus, for OM system, is the 12 to 50, 3.5 to 6.3 EZ. I just did a video using that the other day. I haven't noticed a big problem with that one, but it might be because the zoom range isn't nearly as wide as it is with this one. The Olympus 14 to 42 f3.5 to 5.6, just did a video about this one the other day, and as sharp as can be for photos and for video, but it doesn't really hold focus during zoom according to this. I haven't noticed it as much. The Olympus 7 to 14 f2.8 Pro requires refocusing after zooming, and it's not on the list that I just found, but let's add the 14 to 150 Mark II, probably the Mark I as well, but terrible for video if you're going to be doing any zooming in and out. Let's jump down to the computer screen and I'll give you an example of what this looks like if you're using a varifocal lens for video. Okay, here we are on the computer screen inside Filmora where I was doing this producing or making this video, and I'm going to show you that example I was talking about. Let's load it up to full screen so you can see what I'm doing here. See, as I zoom in, it goes blurry, and then watch as I zoom out, it goes blurry. Same thing here. Zoom in on the passing train, focus goes out again, and it does it again real bad here at the end. Just an awful right there. Just unacceptable, really. And again, that's my fault. I didn't do the research, but I'm kind of doing it now, so maybe you won't make the same mistake. While we're in this, my purpose in making this video was to share with you parfocal versus varifocal, and if you make videos of objects in motion, you can make sure you use a parfocal or at least a near parfocal lens so you don't have the same blur. However, while we're in here, let's talk about Filmora for a minute. I started making YouTube videos probably 4 years ago. Didn't know anything about video editing, self-taught everything. Started out with Movavi. It was just one that I found. It had a pretty good feature set, wasn't too expensive, and it's kind of slow. eventually I moved on to CapCut. I liked its features and used it for quite a while. And then the whole privacy thing with China and ByteDance, its parent company, issues with that. And it was actually banned for a short while in the US, beginning, I think it was 2025. It went dark for, I don't know, weeks, days or weeks. And I had to kind of scramble to find something that I could make videos with. I never took the time to learn DaVinci Resolve. I'm not an Apple person. I wouldn't begin to know how to use Final Cut Pro. And I'm certainly not going to pay Adobe's. I already pay for Lightroom and Photoshop. I wasn't going to pay Adobe's prices for subscription prices for their video editor. So I landed on Filmora, and it's been pretty good to me. Not terrible. But recently, their stabilization has gone really wonky. And I'm going to show you an example of that. And maybe one of you guys, if somebody's out there edits videos, maybe you can help me out, because this is just absolutely terrible. And I'm not sure. I don't shoot video with the intention of stabilizing it in post, but once in a while when you're doing something handheld, you get some jitters here or there, and the software has the stabilization feature, so it should be something you should be able to use. So this is stabilized handheld footage on that same train video we just saw, stabilized in Filmora. Let me full screen it here. See how wobbly and jerky everything is? It almost looked better before it was stabilized. And that's just unacceptable. And it didn't used to be this way. Something happened with the last couple of updates that just kind of made it, like I said, go berserk. Let me show you what I'm talking about here too when I zoom in on this train that's coming for this train video. Watch the tree line on the right as I zoom in. Isn't that just awful? And this isn't a free software. This is subscription based. I mean, I pay, I don't know how much per year for their pro features and stuff, but I don't feel like I'm getting my money's worth there. That stabilization is terrible. Let me back out of this now and show you the version that I stabilized back. I went back to CapCut for this one. And it's much better. It's not perfect, but much better. All right, full screen. So this is the same footage, stabilized in CapCut. Especially, you can see it really well on the zoom here. Again, not perfect, but so much better. So there you go. Any thoughts on Filmora? Does anybody out there use it? Let's go back to the, stop that and go back to the camera here. So if any of the dozen people that are going to view this video, if you know anything about Filmora or why those updates might have really screwed this software up, let me know. Because I'm gonna have to find something different. If I'll learn DaVinci Resolve if I have to not have to use this. I don't stabilize footage often, but I need it to be there when I need it to be there, if you know what I mean. So your thoughts on that. Hopefully this video was helpful to you with the Parfocal versus varifocal lenses, because you can learn from my mistakes. And then what on earth is up with Filmora? So leave it in the comments if you have any information on that. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the next video.